Hello language lovers, welcome to my channel. Different scenario, I'm sitting on a bench. Today we're going to talk about Semenya, Caster Semenya's appeal. She lost her appeal as a Swiss Supreme Court has established that she will have to take medication in order for her to level her testosterone so that she can compete with other women in a more fair manner. We know now that Caster Semenya has high level of testosterone. Now let's go back, and I'd like to start by explaining you the difference between sex and gender. Okay, it's very important. Sex is what you were assigned by birth, okay? And gender is what you have here and in your heart, what you feel you are. If there is a discrepancy between the two, you are a transgender. In case of Semenya, she is a woman and she's a woman. That has been established, okay? She was brought up as a woman. There's no doubt in that. So the problem is that in terms of chromosome, she is an XY, just like men. You know that women are XX, right? Men are XY. However, sex testing does not limit itself to chromosomes, to testosterone. There are many other metrics that are taken into consideration in order to finally establish that a person is a male or a female, okay? So the International Association of Athletics Federations has ruled that in order to compete, women must have less than 5 nanomoles per liter of blood. Usually, women have between 0.1 to 1.8 nanomoles per liter of blood. In case of Semenya, she definitely has more than 5 nanomoles per liter of blood, hence all the fuss, right? Because of her unusual features, she was classified, and so are other women with the same features are classified as intersex, or they have a disorder called DSD, which stands for disorder of sex development. So why is it called a disorder? Because apparently it can be fixed. She was determined to take medication in order to decrease her levels of testosterone. She would have to change her biological gifted advantage in order to be fair with other women competing at the same level. She is adamant she does not want to go through that, which means that she may have to give up on her career altogether. Or there's a second option. If she's not taking medication, the second solution that was given to her or suggested to her by third parties was that she ran for between 30,000 and 5,000 meters, which is completely not what she's used to, but she would have to go for that if she wants to remain an athlete, okay? Now, what are the advantages of having high levels of testosterone? Number one, it increases the muscle size and therefore you become stronger. Number two, it enhances the ability of the blood to deliver oxygen to the muscles. Now, it's known that women cannot convert testosterone to its potent form, and women do not possess the number of testosterone receptors, which disregards the linkage between higher level of testosterone and the ability of running faster. As a matter of fact, there are some male athletes with lower levels of testosterone who ended up winning a race, okay? So in actuality, having higher levels of testosterone, having XY chromosome, both of these elements together are not sufficient to determine that a person is a male. Semenya could also resort to the United Nations Human Rights Court if she wanted to. That is actually her last resort, okay? Does she want to do that? We don't know as of yet, since the Swiss Supreme Court has decided this last Tuesday. What's going to unfold later on, we don't know, but she has expressed that she's not going to undergo testosterone transformation. That's not what she wants. She thinks that it is unfair that she is condemned because of her natural abilities, because of her natural doping, let's say. Now, what do you think? Would you take pills in order to keep chasing your dreams? Would you do that? Would you take the risk of not knowing what those pills would do to your biology composition later on? You don't even know what are the long-term side effects of those pills. They don't know. So let me know down below what you think about all of this situation. Do you actually know of any athlete that has undergone this kind of intervention in order to compete at a higher level? Forget about transgenders, because they do it for different reasons, okay? So yeah, I'd like to know what you, it's a very interesting topic. I had great fun researching this topic, and I'd like to talk more about it if you want me to. Let me know what else would you like to know about this kind of topic, okay? Comment down below and I will definitely go back to my research and serve you as you please, okay? Thank you very much for your attention and have a fantastic week, rest of the week. See you on Sunday.